Well, it was kind of a very spooky time. It was from 1983 to 1985, which was the height of the worst part of the military dictatorship in Guatemala, and the army and the death squads at that point had killed about 200,000 people, and were particularly focusing on journalists, and had killed over 150 journalists. So I would just have to say it was a scary time. It was a bad time to be there, but if you didn't do it, nobody else was going to. So somebody had to bring the news back, as it were, and that ended up being me, along with some other brave journalists, many of whom did not survive. The reason why this is really, it has to do with two things. The experiences that we tend to remember as individuals tend to be the ones that are deep and have a strong emotional impact on us. And so when I write a novel, I write it to reach people, to have people live the same experience that I've lived, to make it alive for them, because and you can only do that in fiction, you can't do that in nonfiction, to create a situation where the reader, she or he, feels like they are there in the midst of whatever's going on, which can be terrifying or exciting or wonderful, depends on the situation. And so I use the novel as a way of bringing people right into the middle of something so they remember it, so that if it does need to be changed, if the situation is horrible in some way, there's a possibility of changing it because more and more people are involved. What I write for is to help us all be more alive, because we have a tendency as human beings to get involved in a very humdrum world and a very stressful world which takes up all our time. And in the book Saving Paradise that I wrote, I implied that we have to rediscover the paradise inside our own hearts, which takes time. And so everything that I write is trying to come back to being more alive, to telling the truth, whether the truth is convenient or not, to tell it. And so I'm driven by some pretty deep drives, and I'm always very pleased when readers say that they feel the same way, because that's what I want, is to reach out.